10 seconds. Stand by. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of four. We're going all the way through our 4 heats of ladies. Gonna put on a show here. These ladies here in heat number 1, fighting for bragging rights and leaderboard position as they make their way up to the top of that rogue rig. 4 rope climbs, 16 thrusters. For the females, it's 105 pounds. The men had 155. The ladies got 105. Miss Logan, as our ladies move quickly through these rope climbs, about to see our first athlete make their way over to that rope barbell.
I believe it is 1 rep left for Joey Kimden in lane 3. These ladies making their way up this rope, starting this event off with 4 rope climbs. A good rep for Megan Gonzalez in lane 8, but here comes Sequoia Barrera going step for step with Joey Kimden.
Kimden, one of our oldest regional athletes, and Barrera, one of our youngest regional athletes. Just showing you that age ain't nothing but a number for Miss Joey Kimden as she gets that weight up and overhead. Here goes Sequoia Barrera. Barrera getting that barbell up as she knocks out a big chunk of reps.
Last 5 reps for Randy Slusser, as well as Joey Kimden. And here comes Sequoia Barrera marching that 105-pound rope barbell overhead. Last 6 reps for Barrera.
Barrera getting ready to go right to work.
These ladies making it through event 6, wrapping up their weekend here in Del Mar, California.
And Kimden getting that barbell up. Will it be Barrera? Will it be Kimden? Kimden did this last year. She advanced to the Masters in the Games, but she continues to fight on with the young ladies of the regionals.
And making moves from behind, Miss Caitlin Ritchie in lane 6. Ritchie surpassing Sequoia Barrera. Sequoia Barrera reminded that she needs to advance that barbell before she makes her way back to the rope. Also back to the rope for her second set of rope climbs, Courtney Walker.
Walker making her way up. Same goes for Ritchie as Barrera gets back to that rope. Here comes Joey Kimden. Caitlin Ritchie trying to lock those legs out as we approach the 3-minute mark.
We've got the middle of that rogue rig loaded. Sequoia Barrera back to her rope. Courtney Walker striking on her next rope climb. Caitlin Ritchie taking a short rest before attacking her next rep. But Joey Kimden is not slowing down. A good rep for Kimden. And these ladies chipping away at their 3 rope climbs. And look at Joey Kimden make her way up that rope.
Joey Kimden looking strong as she knocks out a rep. There goes Courtney Walker, and Sequoia Barrera gets a good rep as she makes her way back to that barbell. Same goes for Courtney Walker. So it goes 1 Barrera, 2 Walker. Barrera now looking for 12 thrusters at 105.
And Josh, they grip and rip that barbell from the same time. Barrera unable to hold on. Courtney Walker able to pull into that first place position. The last 2 reps for Walker. The last 1 rep for Walker before being able to advance that rope barbell. Joey Kimden still in the mix. Joey Kimden nipping at the heels of Sequoia Barrera, who is holding on to second place in this heat.
Barrera now chasing down Walker as Walker has less than 4 reps to go. Walker in the zone as she puts the barbell down. Sequoia Barrera looking over her shoulder. Sees that as she gets ready to go right back to work.
Last few reps for Caitlin Ritchie as she advances the barbell down the line. 2 reps for Courtney Walker in her mid-set.
And it is Walker who advances into her 3rd and final round as she eyes 2 rope climbs and 8 thrusters, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise for Courtney Walker. Let's put your hands together for Sequoia Barrera, who are making this quite a show. This is heat 1 of 4 as our ladies look to end the day, the weekend with a bang. Courtney Walker making her way up. Courtney Walker, 1 of 2 rope climbs.
And look at Sequoia Barrera go legless. That first portion of that rope climb. Count it for Sequoia Barrera. Count it for Joey Kimden. Looks like we've got 1 Walker, 2 Barrera, and 3 Kimden. But it is Kimden striking ahead of Barrera. And she is just neck and neck now with Courtney Walker and pulling ahead. Moving into the last 8 reps of her weekend, Joey Kimden leading the charge.
Joey Kimden, quite an inspiration. Look at that. Sequoia trying to catch up with a savvy veteran that is Joey Kimden. Joey Kimden showing these kids she still got what it takes. Kimden already going to the games as a Masters athlete, showing all these young guns that she still has it. Will Joey Kimden take over the lead? There goes Walker. There goes Kimden. It is going to be a race to the finish as Kimden and Walker. Kimden now, still moving. Kimden with her final rep. And here we go. Look at that. Joey Kimden taking the young guns to school.
Joey Kimden with the heat victory, pulling ahead of Courtney Walker, and here comes Sequoia Barrera.
Joey Kimden, an inspiration to all those Masters athletes as she showed the world she still got it. As we inch closer and closer to that time cap, we got about 15 seconds left.
Last 4 reps for Caitlin Ritchie. Can she finish it under this time cap? She will have 6 seconds to work. Let's count her down. She has 2, 1, time.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all these athletes. They are done for the weekend. Ten seconds. Stand by. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a virtual who's who, a superstar heat. Heat number 2 as the ladies bring in the heat. Brooke Entz, Lindsay Valenzuela, Keston Mendoza, Tia Wright. As Brooke Entz gets to the top of that rig, same goes for Valenzuela. Brooke Entz and Valenzuela tied for second. There goes Reagan Huckabee. Reagan Huckabee making her way up as Brooke Entz and Valenzuela still holding on as they are tied for first. Then goes Huckabee, Valenzuela, Entz. So close between these athletes. Who's gonna get to that barbell first? It looks like it's gonna be either Huckabee or Valenzuela. Huckabee first.
Reagan Huckabee off that rope first. She advances to that barbell, close behind Lindsay Valenzuela as well as Brooke Entz. Reagan Huckabee first to strike on that 105-pound thruster.
And there we go, Valenzuela and Huckabee, Entz, your 1, 2, and 3s. Huckabee with a slight lead over Valenzuela as Huckabee puts that barbell down. Valenzuela with just 1 more rep to go before she advances, and there goes Huckabee. Valenzuela getting ready to pick it up as Brooke Entz finishes up her first set of 8. She holds on to the barbell. And now Brooke Entz and Valenzuela tied for second with Huckabee in first.
Less than 8 reps for Brooke Entz, 1 rep for Reagan Huckabee, 5 reps for Lindsay Valenzuela. And these ladies are gonna reset that bar, and Reagan Huckabee is back to the rope for 3 more rope climbs.
There goes Brooke Entz as Valenzuela puts the barbell down, looks over at her competition. Brooke Entz in second. So it goes 1, Huckabee, 2, Entz, 3, Valenzuela.
And whoop, there she goes. These ladies advancing up that rope. Reagan Huckabee with a good rep.
6:18, the time to beat set by Joey Kimden as Valenzuela and Huckabee hit the top of that rogue rig. Brooke Entz, big deep breath before she goes. Big Superman jump out of Brooke Entz. Valenzuela, the next to strike. Valenzuela and Reagan Huckabee. I believe tied at 2 rope climbs.
2 of 3 for these ladies.
But it is Reagan Huckabee, had 3 rope climbs in the bank. Valenzuela and Brooke have 2. And now Reagan Huckabee makes her way over to that barbell as she starts her set of 12. Followed right behind is Brooke Entz.
Brooke Entz is on a mission to catch up with Reagan Huckabee. Reagan Huckabee leading the pack, looking to set the new time to beat. Looking to beat Joey Kimden from last heat at 6:18, but here goes Brooke, striking while the iron is hot. She has less than 5 reps before advancing that barbell.
Brooke with a 3-rep lead over Valenzuela. Brooke and Valenzuela fighting for second as Reagan Huckabee holding on to third. Here comes Keston Mendoza. Mendoza looking for a third or for a 4th place finish here or a 3rd place, depending on where Brooke and Valenzuela end up. Tia Wright in the mix as well, as Reagan Huckabee makes her way back to the rig for the final time.
Reagan Huckabee has 2 rope climbs left, and here comes Brooke Entz. Brooke Entz to join Huckabee. Which lady will be back to that barbell first? First to strike, it is Reagan Huckabee. Big jump up that rope.
Huckabee clinching that rope with her legs as she tags the top. Huckabee with a 1 rope climb lead over Entz. Valenzuela now moving on up. Valenzuela trying to catch up to Entz, who has 1 rope climb in.
Entz holding on tight, trying to get the clench with her legs. Fighting hard to keep her feet locked. And it is Entz not giving up, getting that rep up there at the top of the rig. 1 rep to go for Entz.
Meanwhile, Reagan Huckabee on her final set of 8, threatening that top time of 6:18. Valenzuela and Entz tied at second as Huckabee moves into her final set. There goes Valenzuela. Valenzuela strikes first. Brooke Entz looking to catch up as Valenzuela now in 2nd place. Reagan Huckabee looking to finish as Huckabee on her final set of 4. She gets up and over the bar. The sea of green making noise for Reagan Huckabee.
Reagan Huckabee setting a blazing time to beat. Lindsay Valenzuela is next back to the barbell. She is 1. She is 2. She is just about a rep and a half ahead of Brooke Entz. Lindsay Valenzuela marches that barbell down. And it is less than 4 reps to go for Valenzuela, 4 reps to go for Brooke Entz. These ladies looking to clinch the 2nd place position of this heat. Counting good for Lindsay Valenzuela. And Lindsay Valenzuela finishing her weekend in Del Mar.
All smiles for Valenzuela as she crosses that end zone. There goes Brooke Entz. Brooke takes 3rd with a time of 5:34. Keston Mendoza getting ready to slide into home as she finishes up with a time of 5:43.
And here comes Whitney Huser. Whitney Huser finishing with a time of 5:51, and here comes Miss Tia Wright. Tia Wright finishing her weekend out strong and looking to do the same. Desiree Rogers with her last rep of the weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, Desiree Rogers. And there goes Megan O'Connor. Working her way up the rope. Miss Janine Shillington, as well as Carly Stone looking to finish those reps. These ladies will have 25 seconds left on the clock. Janine Shillington back to the barbell as we cross the 15-second mark. Good rep for Shillington. Another rep for Shillington. Del Mar, let's make some noise for these ladies. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1, time.
We see in lane 1, Danielle Miles. Gary Dudley is in lane 4, Kacie Campbell in lane 6, Lauren Gravatt in lane 7, Hilary Steele in 8, Kirsten Pedri in 9, and Jordan Adcock in lane number 10. Now, since this is such a fast event, Bill, is there any chance that the athletes can go out too hard at the start of this event?
I think it all depends on how good you are at rope climbs. If you jump out too fast or you go through your thrusters too fast, you come back to the rope climb, then you're kind of stuck. If you are strong with those rope climbs, then it's not really an issue. Yes, it's fast. Can you overdo it? Absolutely, 100%. But I think it's short enough that all these athletes can kind of grit their way right through the finish. Now, we talked about grit earlier, right there in the bottom, Lauren Gravatt. We saw the grit she had on that chipper, that's the long grinding one. We have to see if she can hang with the same type of grit on a sprint.
Heat 3 of event number 6 for the women's competition has begun. We see Gravatt there in the blue pants, right in the middle of our shot right now. She sits in 14th overall, looking to continue to end her final day on a strong note.
And she's looking very strong. It's a lot of legless rope climbs. You can see how far she's going up with the legless rope climb. Some of these athletes will choose to go a little bit sooner with biting their feet. Now, Kirsten Pedri right there pulled herself up, locked her feet, and then stood up. Now, the thing she has playing in her favor, she's got that height. So when she gets her feet locked, she can just stand up and touch that rim or touch that bar, which she was able to do.
And Pedri is our first out in lane number 9 there. You see her in the pink top. She's second from the right, middle of your screen right now.
Now, if you look at the bottom of your screen, we have Jordan Adcock in the blue shorts right next to Kirsten. Now, Kirsten is a very long athlete, but what I like that Jordan is doing is a little bit wider stance with that thruster. Again, same type of thing that Garrett Fisher was doing, allowing her to stop right at parallel and trying to shorten up that range of motion just a touch.
We see Adcock on the right. She's right there as well, and also in lane 7, Gravatt on the inside, white top, blue pants. Those are rounding out the top 3 right now. But it is Pedri in lane number 9 towards the bottom of your screen with the red pants and the pink top. She is our early leader as she rolls her barbell forward. Now it's back to 3 rope climbs.
And just as in every sort of CrossFit workout that you'll see, this particular event, if you go too hard in that first round, you're not, then that's that second round that just slaps you right in the face. So we have to see how much did they push fast enough or not hard enough. Looked like Kirsten Pedri not having an issue. She went right to the rope, grabbed it, and jumped right up. So that's great, showing that she paced this and tempoed this just right.
So to the right of Pedri, we saw Adcock the second to the rope, and Gravatt over on the left-hand side of the shot. She was the third to get to the rope. But Pedri is still the leader here. Heat number 3 of event number 6.
You can see her struggling with getting her feet locked on. That's just one of the issues with that shorter rope, but she was able to handle that and not get frustrated and then make herself up to the top.
Well, now she's coming out for her round of 12 thrusters. And then she'll be back for 2 more rope climbs and then 8 more thrusters. This is Pedri in the lead here. Heat 3, 2 minutes and 40 seconds gone by. Time to beat is Reagan Huckabee, 4:55.07. That happened in heat number 2, and the event record, get a look at that in just a second. That is Laura Horvath, 4:00.96. So 4 minutes and 96 thousandths.
You can see that little bit of a break that Pedri was taking. She may just be coming right over that red line just a touch. We talk about if you push into that red line that you're forced to take a little bit longer rest that you want to. She's riding that line, which is important because this is a sprint. There's not a whole lot left, so she's got to try to hold on as much as she can.
And we see Gravatt moving up on the inside. Excuse me, those were hundredths of a second, not thousand. As we see Pedri getting a little bit more chalk before she heads up onto the rope. 2 rope climbs. And Pedri has an 11-second lead.
And I love to see that. The fact that she went straight from the walk right to the rope climb. She did her chalking up early. That's I think a lot of athletes miss that. They move to the next piece that they have to do, the next piece of apparatus, and then they sit there and wait. Or they'll run to that and sit there and wait. That's the wrong idea. Make your way, relax and rest and recover as you get there, then hit it and go.
That's Adcock in second place on the left as we see Pedri moving strong and making her way out to her final 8 thrusters. This is Pedri, bottom of your screen, now center. She is our leader here. She's got a 20-second lead here. The time to beat, this is what she's chasing. Reagan Huckabee, 4:55.07 in heat number 2. She's got 5 seconds. And she won't catch it, but she will take heat number 3 and end her weekend with a heat win.
Wow, that was a great finish. Top to bottom, just looks so consistent all the way through.
Here's Adcock coming in. Second place in heat number 3 of event number 6. Now we see in lane number 4, that's Carrie Dudley. White top, and she'll come across. She gets in under 5:30. Now we've got our eyes on Kacie Campbell in lane number 6. Blue top, black pants, over the bar, and her weekend comes to a close. Here's Gravatt coming in on the blue pants. Her weekend comes to a close. And there's Morentin. She gets in under 6 minutes. 1 minute left on the cap. That's Hilary Steele. She's on her last 4 thrusters. "40 seconds remain.
You can see the struggle with that. I mean, again, this weight is close to what she weighs, so that's a very heavy, for her, it's a very heavy thruster.
It's Hilary Steele at the bottom of your screen. You see racing up Danielle Miles in lane 1. And Steele will come in with 20 seconds to spare. Lane 3, we've got our eye on Ashley Smith. And in lane 1, Danielle Miles. But Smith will come in with 5 seconds to spare. But here comes the cap. And it will sound on Danielle Miles before she can get in. Pedri with a very impressive performance, wire to wire. We see we've got E. Schurch in lane 4, Emily Abbott in 5, Alessandra Pacelli in 6. In lane 7, we've got China Cho. Becca Voigt is in lane 8, Alex Parker lane 9, Chelsea Nichols in lane 10, Meredith Root in 3. And so, does Becca Voigt just redline it start to finish?
You know what? She's got to be smart about this one. Now, I wouldn't say red line start to finish, but she has to be able to build. Now, in her favor, she's got so much experience that she knows the tempo of her body and what she needs to do. I don't think she's stressed at the fact that she's in 6th position. She's just ready to go. Like, she's a caged animal, and this is what she does. She's ready to attack, and I can't wait to see what happens.
We're getting ready for Heat 4 of event number 6 of the women's competition here at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games West Regional. Five women will go to the CrossFit Games. Who will it be? We'll find out now. Right off the bat, let's look at our time to beat. That is Reagan Huckabee, 4:55.07. That happened in heat number 2 of this event. Laura Horvath has the event record out of the Europe Regional, 4:00.96.
I don't know if you can see it with the line of judges there, but Emily Abbott absolutely smashed those 4 reps. And then we have the rest of the field coming.
Abbott is our overall leader, and she's in the lead here early in heat number 4. She's followed quickly by Alessandra Pacelli and China Cho. Cho on the right, Pacelli in the middle in the white top. Abbott hidden behind the judge's arm, but Abbott is going to be the first to move up her bar. She's got to get through 16 thrusters on this first round.
So we got Root and Voigt moving in exactly the same time as they advance their bar. Now this is that bubble that we were talking about. Becca Voigt does not want to be that close to Meredith Root at all. And Root has got to keep that tempo. She's got to stay up here with the pack with some of these big dogs just to protect that spot.
Root is in lane number 3. Remember, those on the bubble are in those white lanes. But Abbott and Pacelli have already made their way back, as has China Cho. There's Becca Voigt walking back as well. First place, again, we are looking at Emily Abbott in lane number 5 with the red hair. We're looking in China Cho, she's in second right now in lane number 7. And Alessandra Pacelli there in the white, she's rounding out the top 3 right now. And you see Abbott there climbing to the top of her rope. And she's going to be out now to a round of 12 thrusters. She is in the lead and looking strong. Abbott is our leader. Here comes China Cho, signed to secure a spot in the top 5 and a trip to Madison. Pacelli comes out in the white top in between these two that are already there. We see Church coming out as well. Church was in 3rd. In lane 3, it's Meredith Root. She's trying to hold on to that 5th and final spot. She's got to hold off Becca Voigt, but Root's coming out. Here's Voigt. Again, she was in 6th. She needs a lot of things to happen, but it's still doable here in this final women's competition here at the West Regional.
Now Meredith Voigt, when she came off that rope, she saw that Becca was a little bit ahead of her, and she actually looked over to see. And this is the thing, all Meredith needs to do is hang with Becca. If she's with her or just above, just right next to her, above or below, Becca's not going to be able to get enough points. So she's being very smart about just holding on to Becca Voigt's shirt tail, basically, and just keep her close. That's all she needs to do to really protect that spot.
And again, Root is just a little bit ahead of Voigt right now. Taking a look at the field right now, here's Abbott. She is our overall leader on her final round of rope climbs. You see Pacelli on the inside there, and Abbott is moving strong, and she's moving quickly to her final round of thrusters. Just 8 left.
She just looks absolutely incredible. A completely different mindset for this girl this entire weekend. I don't know what she's done, but it's working.
Final 4 coming for Abbott. Cho on your right chasing as well. Here comes Pacelli. Abbott, champion in the West. Here's Voigt. Voigt trying to get into those top 5 spots. She is well in front of where Root is right now. We see also Pacelli and Cho are out there. There goes Pacelli. Here comes Cho. There's Church as well. Here's Voigt at the bottom of your screen. Voigt gunning for a 10th games appearance. In 6th, entering this final event. Will it be enough for Voigt? Church came across as well.
Now here's the thing, Becca did come in. Not sure if she took out Church or not. Meredith Root's been kind of hanging to the back. She got slowed down on that last heat quite a bit. Now we still have a couple people on the floor that can fit in between her and Becca. That's exactly what Becca wants and exactly what Meredith Root does not want.
Well, we saw Chelsea Nicholas came in, and you see Root there still in lane number 3. Has she lost her spot? We don't know yet. We're gonna have to wait for this to tabulate, but this potentially opens the door for Voigt right now. Again, Root came in that final spot to this final competition.
Oh my gosh.
More athletes coming in before Root.
This is going to be this is exactly what Meredith Root did not want to have happen. And I think maybe it was that she just hung on a little bit too tight and maybe it imploded. There were a lot of athletes that came in between her and Becca.
So Root comes across.
Oh, man.
And the horn sounds. That's the end.
Wow.
Of Heat 4 for event number 6. Wow.
They're going to probably record that and put that on the video somewhere. I'll say it one more time for everybody. Wow. Dang.
Emily Abbott. How about her performance, though? She got stronger as it went on.
This entire weekend, she just, I've said this before as we've been talking all the way through the weekend, it doesn't look like she's been in a competition. She just has been here doing her thing. Everyone else is competing. That's what's been so impressive with that. But, oh, wow, Meredith Root has had such an unbelievable setup for this weekend, and just don't know what's going to happen with her. We'll have to see how it plays out with all the other athletes when they came in.
And how about Becca Voigt just putting forth a fantastic clutch performance. Even if it doesn't get her there, she dug deep and performed.
And she has done this in the past. So, sometimes it has worked, sometimes it has not worked, but she always lays it all on the line. And she's a true competitor. That's what it's all about. China Cho, talk about a march from the depths back up to where you are supposed to be, quote unquote, supposed to be. Great fight by her all weekend long. I'm sure she's much more relieved out of what just happened.
Again, that's Emily Abbott, our champion here in the West.
Wow, and I tell you what, Emily Abbott from start to finish, and if you watch her face, never looked like there was an ounce of concern. She was so strong on the rope, and one of the things that I really like that she did, she saved her arms. Now, most of the time we'd say, you know, use your legs, stand up as tall as you can. She didn't use her arms at all. She just kept them hung and pulled her legs up. So very smart to save her arms for that. Again, we have that first part, which is basically a legless rope climb. So save your arms for what you need to do. And she did. She had a great tempo all the way up and down, all the way across the floor. No struggle. Do you see an ounce of struggle there? None. What a way to finish out the weekend for that lady.
All right, now let's throw it down to Kiki Dixon on the floor.
Emily, this has been a huge and transformative year for you. Can you share with me some of the highlights?
The highlights. Let's see. Moving out of the cold-ass north. Meeting my wonderful fiance, Scrampy. And learning that there's so much life force inside of me, and this is just a cherry on top of my life, and competing in front of this massive crowd, it's so crazy what humans do.
All right, let's take a look at the results out of event 6. I think her new nickname is going to be the Soundbite.
Yeah, I think that entire interview was bleep, bleep, bleep. Man.
Again, we are just waiting to get the results out of event 6 here. Emily Abbott, of course, our champion here in the West, and enjoying herself, 4:28.43. And then Alessandra Pacelli, 4:47.62. China Cho, Reagan Huckabee, 4:55.07. But we really need to look at Becca Voigt, perhaps, 5:11.85. We still don't know. Those results are being tabulated, Bill. And without further ado, we do have the results. Let's now throw it down to Josh Gallegos.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We have the results of our individual women. Let's give them a big round of applause one more time. In first, with 518 points, Emily Abbott. In second, with 472 points, Alessandra Pacelli. In third place with 432 points, E-Search. In fourth place with 426 points, China Cho. And for that fifth and final qualifying spot in a very tight race, your last qualifying female going to the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games is Rebecca Voigt! Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your top 5 athletes representing the West Regional at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games.
History for Becca Voigt. It'll be a 10th Games appearance for her.